Hello, anybody here yet? Did it go? Hmm. Well, it says there's one watching. Hey, hello, Sui TV. Hey, hello, Sui TV. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Curious if anybody's going to show up. Oh, wait. It says there's three people watching. Hi, Judy May, Fishing the Dot. I was still watching yours. Hi, Cuppy. Friend, we're not friends, we're family. Survival LT. Hello, brother. How are you? What is DRP? 351. What's up? Hooga Homestead. Hey, Texans, can you tell where I'm at? I've been busy this afternoon. So, fishing the dot. I'm glad you are getting better, brother. The link is pinned at the top of the chat if anybody'd like to come up. The color dip drop. The color drop. No, it's not. All right. I do have a subject for the night, and it will pretty much cover every aspect. I'm gonna wait until we get a few more people in here, and then we can discuss it and the ways that we can prevent and remove the problem. So, uh, and in case y'all were wondering, Texans Down Under and Mal Mel Crisscross Dreams both made it to Arkansas safely, and they are in a motel room as we speak.
Huh. There's a light
I was
here.
saying,
Hi. Well, there's a lamp here, but I'm not seeing. Ah, there we go. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good.
Good. I
Back
Um,
roads.
Mom's just crawled into the bed, so I won't be able to be on for long. But I
Well, that's
just,
fine. I figured you'd be in the chat.
yeah. Well, I'm about to send a message to um, well, my mom's cousin's wife,
Squirrel.
because she apparently stays up later too. So I was gonna meet her in the like downstairs or something, and just talk and stuff for a bit. So, but I thought I'd stop on real quick.
Nothing.
I was seeing a bunch of names I haven't seen in a while. 351 Cleveland, and there's Judy May.
Copy.
Hello,
Judy
everybody.
May.
Barbara Bustamante, Fishing the Dot, uh, Back Roads. Let me see here. Anyway, just wanted to say hello to everybody. Cuppies Crochet. Um, just that we made it up here safe, and we did go to the viewing tonight, and you know,
That's not what the
it was something because the few people I know them pretty well through Facebook, but they don't necessarily post pictures very often. So once we figured out who each other's were, we knew each other. But before that, we wouldn't have known each other. So that was kind of neat. But we had beautiful weather today. But as of right now, for the graveside service tomorrow, it is supposed to be sleeting. So just prayers that nobody has any, you know, uh, problems getting there, and nothing
spam.
bad comes of it. I thought I saw the one that might be, but there's some people I don't know. Is that HDIGK? Is that someone? And there's another.
Peachtree.
Is somebody getting those, or I don't know if I can get them here?
You can't.
Okay, well, somebody needs to get them because you got a couple of them in there.
351's already got it. He's on top of it.
Oh,
And I
perfect.
went in and
Okay, because
reported them and blocked them from their main page, which means they are blocked from my channel in Google.
good. All right.
Brutal Bob. Matthew
Little Bob,
Jazz.
Matthew, Jess, Northwoods Peachtree. Hello. Um, but anyway, I just thought I'd pop in and say hi because I knew if I tried calling you right now, you wouldn't answer. And it's a chance for me to kind of give an
No,
update to
I
everybody
would.
there. So, um,
I'm
one
on my
of
computer.
the one of the relatives there, I believe it's Aunt Irma's grandson, has a YouTube channel, and he's apparently going to be putting up pictures and some things. I don't know if it's just like how I had a channel before you got started, and it's just got a couple of people from family, or if it's a larger channel. But once I find out what it is and stuff, I'll let you know so you can share it out if you want. Okay, babe.
Okay.
I hope everybody's doing good.
And Cuppy, yes, you can.
Yeah, but I know how to put
I
this.
went through
Yes.
I went through my mods and basically wiped them all and started over again. And there was a
Mr.
couple of them
Duggart,
that I just
Frontier
deleted.
Survival. Hi, Frontier Survival.
Mr. Duggar, greetings,
Is
Alvin,
this Live Long and Prosper?
Frontier.
Is that what we're doing? Live Long and Prosper? I can do that. I keep going back and forth. I wish I could, on this, I could see the chat while being able to see you. But, yep, I noticed that too. I came back in and I wasn't even a mod. Let me see here.
What
But,
was that, Frontier?
oh, here's something. Some people might. One of the things I had mentioned last night about finding pictures, and that I do. Oh, let me get this. Ouch. I plan on doing a video of some sort showing how I transfer all these pictures and stuff. But Here's
Frontier. I don't know what you're seeing as far as the title, but it's dealing with predators on the farmstead or in general.
okay. Where's the see, I can't see any of that anymore, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah, dealing with predators. That's what the title of it is.
uh, can I turn the camera around with this? I doubt it. No, I just turned it off, turn it on. And look, see these pictures? These are from the 40s and stuff. This is long before my mama came around. Uh-oh. Who do we got? Hello.
It's not just coyotes. There's many different predators and problems, nuisances. So, and I'm probably fixing to get in trouble. That's cool, Frontier. American Dreams.
Um, don't know of any homemade poisons for rats. Best
Hey,
homemade
hey,
thing I know of is a dog.
no.
Let's see here, people. So he was live. I'm going to stop by. All
Yep,
right. Well, if you stop back over there at the Huntsman's, tell him we said hi. Um,
I'm
let's
I'm
see here.
currently over there. I'm just not saying nothing. I'm supporting.
Okay. American Dream, thank you for sharing him out. For those that don't know, I'm Matt's wife. I just tend to be fairly behind the scenes recently. Josh Amherst. All right, I'm going to jump off, let you do your thing, babe. I know that you've got a plan for tonight. I just mostly wanted to, give you an update of what was going on here. Um, Good night, all. Love y'all. And I'll be seeing you again for too long, I'm sure.
I don't
All
know
right.
if that's mine or
What?
yours.
Well, on my end, you are paused. Ah, nope, lost you. Hmm. Now it might be best if I stayed here until he shows back up. I don't know if he's having signal issues. Where'd he go? Nice to meet you too, Cubby. I'm not sure if I've got you yet. I'm gonna have to go look you up. Could you type in drop just to make sure I have a chance to go look? Um, Let me see here. Matt, are you
I'm
back?
I'm yeah, I'm here, but
Okay. Well, because from this end, you had a one of those pause signals, whatever, the little perpetually circling thing. So I didn't want
yeah.
to jump off until I knew you were back on. Alrighty. Love you bunches. And everybody in the chat, hope y'all have a great evening. Stay toasty warm if that's your desire. And I'll talk to y'all again later, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
All right. I hope everybody can see and hear me. Um, So, Josh, how you doing? So, all right. Has anybody seen uh Mr. Coyote, Wright's Trapper? Thank you, Cuppy. Yep, he is here. Uh, the link is pinned at the top of the chat. If anybody else would like to come up, okay, Frontier. Hey, Frontier, do you like my backdrop now?
Hey, Big Matt.
Matthew Jess.
How goes it tonight?
Oh, it goes. I've been working on my internet here this afternoon. I think I got it fixed, but I don't know. I was lagging a minute ago.
Okay.
We shall see.
Oh, yeah. Go check out my son's match I just posted later.
Oh, I will.
Little outside of my normal, but I do occasionally post videos with my kids on it.
Yeah.
It was kind of a special night tonight. Beat a kid that, God, outweighed him by like 50 pounds.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing out those links, Judy May. Yeah, I was going to put on the title as dealing with predators and nuisance.
Well, I'm going to say coyotes and raccoons at the very least.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other varmints you have in Texas. You guys got bobcats, right?
Well, it's not just that. You have bobcats, you got coyotes, you got raccoons, you got possums,
Yeah.
skunks. I
I
mean,
consider
you even get
anything that
rats. You know, of any size, any style. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
So
consider all those animals you just named predators in some way or another.
yeah. Honey badger. Mills. So hey, there's Mr. Coyote. Pafford Homestead. How you doing? See, yeah, Mills is saying right there, you know, where he's at, he's got to deal with muskrats and beaver.
I don't know if I'd call those predators, but I would call those nuisance animals.
Well, they kill trees.
They're tree predators.
And
I'll give you that.
and
But you could call that.
muskrats will catch fish and kill them.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't sure what muskrats ate, but I saw a whole tree full of them the other day, and they were eating the dead minnows that I was throwing off the side of my kayak. So I will definitely say I've seen them eat fish.
Oh, and they'll kill chickens too.
but I really wasn't sure what muskrats ate. And never thought about it, I guess. I know beavers eat wood.
But I mean, you got snakes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole list of
You
stuff. I
probably have
mean,
way more poisonous ones than I do.
three.
We have we have copperheads in southern Ohio, but that's about it.
Well, we got here in Texas, in my neighborhood, we got cottonmouth, which is water moccasin, copperheads, and rattlesnakes.
Yeah, you got the big ones, the big rattlesnakes, western diamondbacks, right?
Yes, but we don't hardly see them. I've seen one in 40 plus years in my life.
Do you live in the right part of Texas for them?
Do I use a rifle? Only if I have to. Most of the time, I just catch them and remove them.
Were you answering me? Oh.
I haven't said anything yet.
No.
Let me know if I start lagging again or having problems. It says everything is full, but because if I start having too many problems, I'll come up on my tablet or my phone.
Copy.
Of course, that means I'd have to turn off the Huntsman or the right trapping.
What'd you do now, Coyote?
I didn't do nothing.
No. For now.
Yeah. Has anybody seen the Misfit?
I'm actually watching Infantry Outdoors, and Wolf is actually live with him right now. And I'm actually supposed to go up on his panel when they get done talking, and so I might have to jet here in a little bit. But I said I'd come over and help you out with this real quick.
Yep.
And so sorry if I'm doing like this tonight.
Then you tell everybody how you deal with your predator nuisance problem.
Okay. Right now, mainly, I do a lot of nuisance removal and stuff like that. Here in Washington, we have to use like live traps. If you're in a country setting and you're allowed to use a weapon, then you can shoot at them. Certain counties you can use single projectiles. Some areas you can only use shotguns. So make sure you know your rules and regs for each area.
Are either one of you familiar with the dog proof traps?
The little circle one where
the one they call them coon cuffs, where they stick their hand in.
Yeah.
I've used them a time or two.
I love them. I went and bought a dozen of them, got them all set up, learned how to use them. I'm like, oh yeah, these things are just get raccoons and possums. I'm going to be just scoring everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Then we couldn't use them here, so I had to sell them. I couldn't even have them on my property.
Well, I got a couple of them that I've been wanting to use, but I was thinking about if I can't tie them off to a tree, maybe I would stake them in the ground with a piece of rebar, and I was thinking that should be enough to hold them down, right?
Yeah. I've seen people use horseshoe nails and just nail them to the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what a horseshoe nail is, right? A fencing nail.
If you have a tree close by, just
Tie it off.
go get like some cable. I get real small cable, put a loop on either end, wrap it around the tree. Uh, you get those uh, things with the screw on it.
Yeah.
Cable clamps.
Yeah, I don't know. But
So,
put that
my
on
next-
there, screw it down, and you're good to go.
Okay.
But
My next question is: have any of you guys ever trapped beaver?
I have not. We
yes,
don't
I
have
have.
it here.
As
Now,
I was thinking about getting a 330 trap, and we
before you do any trapping or buying any traps for your area, always go to the game warden, get the rules and the regs, whatever, get on
330s are legal here. I'm pretty sure, but I'll look
and
into it.
make sure. Because, see, I can't use 330s. I
Oh,
was
okay.
given one. And I'm like, okay, now I've got a trap that I can't use. But then I had those traps that you were talking about a minute ago, the dog proofs. I
Yeah,
can't
the
even
dog
have
proof
those
for
on my
raccoons.
property. When I was tagging my bobcat, I had the dog proofs hanging up here, getting ready to dip them and get them ready for trapping. He goes, game warden came to tag the bobcat and goes, you can't have those. What? No. Check your regs. You can't have those. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
wait, okay. And so we have to use live traps or box traps. And if like I'm trying to catch a coyote, to catch a coyote in a live trap, I've done one time in my life. It is
Like I'm trying to catch a
not
coyote.
the easiest thing to do.
Coyote and a
But
I've done
if I can show that, like at Wolf's property, I've been trying to shoot coyotes. I've been trying to trap them. He's got electric fences up, so I wrote Fish and Wildlife. Said, "Hey, we got a coyote problem. Can I use footholds?" They said, "How many
Mhm.
coyotes do you want to catch?" I said, "I want to catch 10, possible 2 bobcats, and let's say 10 raccoons because there's a bunch of them around there." Because
Okay.
I don't want to release an animal out of foothold. I don't want to get bit. And so I put the trap out there, but it started raining, then snowing. Nothing really came to the trap. But now I've got 2 box traps out there, mainly for bobcat and skunk and coyote. Um, because he's got a spotted skunk running around, and I guess one of the dogs got sprayed. He's like, "Get that thing out of here too!" And so, I'm like, cool. Kill one of the spotted skunk, but prevention is where you want to start. If
Right.
you're like most of these people that are coming in here to Matt's channel, homesteaders, outdoor, live on a farm, whatever. If you got chickens, put the feed in either a metal can with a metal lid or a sealed tight let's see if I can turn this thing around. Oh crap, I hit the wrong thing. Where'd Joe go? There you are.
We're still here.
You see, you see that white thingy right there?
Hmm.
That is a hard plastic tub, and it's got an O-ring on it. So I've got 4 of them now. One's in the back of my truck with bait in it, and it's raining and snowing, and nothing in there's wet. I keep Dingo's food in there. Um, seal your feed and stuff in a solid thing. Don't just that it's in a bag. It'll be fine. Yeah, go check around that bag in a month and tell me it's fine.
Yeah.
Mine goes into a 55-gallon drum with a screw-on lid that is plastic, but it's a thick, heavy plastic.
Yeah. I get so many phone calls. We have a rat problem or a rodent problem. I get there, and there's just chicken feed everywhere.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
when it comes to chickens and predators, you can get the dog proofs. You can get live cages. You can relocate them. You
Yeah.
know,
Some
sometimes.
states,
I don't know that I'd want to mess
Some
with a
states.
raccoon in a trap though,
Hey,
But
in
Matthew.
a DP.
here in
Yeah.
Washington, we can't relocate
but
animals at all.
but you can also go to your local feed store and purchase a product called Critter Ritter.
Critter
It
Ritter.
will only last until it gets wet, but it does work.
Hey, Matthew.
Yes.
Hey, another thing you want to check into, like my state, Wisconsin, before you can trap, you have to take a course.
I took it when I was 17.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, you got that already
Yeah.
out of the way then.
We
Good.
have to take a class to get a trapping license. Then you got
Yeah.
to take the second course to get the nuisance animal trapping license.
So, all right. Well, at least you got that knocked out, Matthew.
Yeah, I took that a long time ago. I don't think I have anything identifying that I took it anymore, but I did take it when I was a kid.
And most states require if you put any type of trap out, you have to have your name, trapping number, identifications on it. So
What about if it's on private land?
doesn't matter where you put it. Some state in Washington, it doesn't matter if it's your own property. If a trap is outside and it's ready to go,
Here's the weird thing is I've never trapped in Ohio. I've only trapped in Alabama for the 3 days that I was there.
yeah. Well, I was born and raised in Alabama, went to California, then to Japan, and then started in Washington. And I have trapped everywhere except Japan. And I enjoy doing it. And y'all were asking about beavers. Oh, that's
Hello,
way too.
everybody. By the way, sorry. I've been
Hey,
watching for a
Backwoods.
while.
That's my
Even
baby
when
beaver I
what's up,
caught.
Big Matt?
Yeah, I've heard they. We've already talked about this before, but I've heard they're good to eat.
That's the mama beaver that I caught.
Backwoods Mindset. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, sir. If you'd like to come up here and voice your opinion about nuisance predator problems.
And I always tell people, start with your rats. Deal with your rats. Once your rat problem's done, then start worrying about the other animals, because you have bobcats, cougars, coyotes.
What would you suggest for a muskrat?
A muskrat?
Trap wise. Yeah.
Body grip.
First off, it depends what kind of trap you can use legally.
Okay, let's just keep it simple. Like, what do you, in general, what do most people use?
Like using a box trap, you have to set it up in a way that they're going to actually come into that trap. So you're on.
It'd be real easy because I could see the holes they're using.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to set it on the hole. Not on a box trap. You want to set it a little ways away. Put people out here. I've heard of apple, some other little fruits and stuff. Not necessarily the citrus type fruits and all, but if you're using footholds and stuff, if you ever watch Trapper Jay,
I think they make small ones like beaver traps for muskrats.
He'll put it right in a trail, and then that way when they, like, if you see the hole, you could put it real close to that hole, so when they come out of that hole and they come across, they'll hit that foothold and then get caught.
but you don't have to use bait. You just want to put it somewhere where they don't see it. It's hidden. Usually muskrats, you want to put it just under the water. It's only like 2-3 inches underwater.
Yeah, I'd rather the sets be like drowning sets.
Yeah. Well, you can. What you do is you put the trap just under
in the water,
but then you put the tie down out some, or put it on a rod, so a one-way slip thing on it, and
Oh
that
god,
way
what is that thing called?
swim out.
That thing that it sits on is like a T handle or something like that. Or
it's like an L type thing.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Hole right here, and then you hook your chain on this side, and either your pole Trapper J uses rebar. He'll shove one ground into the ground, and then he takes the other end and puts a stake through it, and
I
that
watch. Go ahead.
will slide one way, but not the other way. And then
I
that
watch
way,
a lot of Coon Creek and 330 Maniac. Coon Creek Outdoors, 330 Maniac. Chris Gilliam's a friend of mine, if you know who that is.
I think 330 is
Minnesota.
Oh, he's in Minnesota.
Yeah. Coon Creek's in Illinois.
There's somebody with that close to that name in Washington, and I've been trying to get his attention, but he just won't pay me no time of the day. So, but yeah, it.
Well, okay, Coyote. Another question that I get asked a lot here: gardens. What's your take on ways to try to keep a nuisance problem from getting in there and eating up all your vegetables?
Put
There,
chicken wire, right?
you can do like a chicken wire wrap around wherever. But again, which nuisance animal are we talking? Rabbits eating the plant?
Birds can
Rabbits,
fly.
raccoons.
Raccoons will eat a lot of it. Squirrels will get in and eat a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can build a wire frame around your garden, electric fence are great to a point, because you either set it real low for a small animal or you set it up higher for bigger animals.
Or they're smart.
But it's not a stop a
Well,
bird.
see, I use an electric fence because we do have livestock that does get out into the yard from time to time. It won't get no further than that, but and typically that's where my garden is in the yard. So I'll set like a 3 to 4 run electric fence, but I already have the fence, so I can just dogleg it off.
But if you
What'd you say, Steve?
Are all your chickens free roaming, or do you put them up at night?
My chickens are free roaming.
Okay.
They get put up at night. But
yeah.
They go in the barn at night.
So they do have a coop.
Yeah.
Or
they have
shelter.
a barn to themselves.
See, I didn't know. I didn't know years ago. Now this was in Wisconsin. Someone built a coop. I don't think they had them free roaming. Maybe they did. I don't remember. But they actually put wire on the ground, and then they put dirt over the top of it, so no animals can dig underneath and come through too. Now I don't know if that's necessary or not.
They can.
And see, for the birds, if you have birds getting into your garden, you can put up the fake owls and hawks, which will help. But you can also do simple things like getting rubber snakes from the kids section at the toy store. You can take and get the old CDs with some fishing string and and hang them where they're moving, and they get that flash, and it kind of deters the birds. Now it does
That
draw other predators, unfortunately.
there is a company that you can. It's a thing that mounts to either a fence or a wall or whatever. You can get a battery operated one or one you can plug in, and if it sees any movement, it sends like a laser beam type thing out, and it'll scare the animals out. And you can set
Hey,
it up
zombie.
to a certain height for uh, uh, coyotes or bobcats or whatever, but then you can set it up so for birds too. And when they come in, it'll kind of like flash that bird and basically blind them for a couple of seconds, and they scatter quick, like, or at least that's what I've heard. I'm still trying to figure out what the name of the company is, but somebody sent me a picture of the thing. Can you get this? And I'm like, I don't know nothing about that, but it does look very interesting.
Cool.
Because I get a lot of customers that, well, I want this animal gone, but I don't want it killed. Okay, well, I'm not the person for that, first off. But uh, keeping place clean keeps rodents away. If you got coyote problems, I've seen a coyote sitting down and then all of a sudden just go into a leap and clear a 12-foot fence.
Oh shit.
So if you tell me, oh, I got a 6-foot fence, the coyote ain't getting in here.
Well, look at those Belgian Malamutes,
Yeah.
what they can do.
What's
Right?
up, back?
I was about to say,
Hey,
I
everybody.
have a beagle that can clear
Hey,
a
Beckwith,
6-foot
nice,
chain link fence like it ain't nothing.
A beagle. Wow.
Yeah.
I've got 2 pit bulls that can clear. I don't even know,
Yeah.
man. They jump
Yeah.
everything.
So, and those are all domestic animals. Think what a wild animal's out there in the wild. He's jumping over trees, over creeks. They're just out there eating,
Hey, zombie prepper.
sleeping,
How's
pooping,
it going,
eating,
buddy?
sleeping, pooping. And so, I mean, they're built for being out there. They can
Zombie
jump.
prepper says hello to you too, mindset. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I live in the city, so I have neighbors 20 feet from me on either side. So going out and shooting, or I can't do it. So I've always had a live trap.
Yep.
When we do, but I've gotten real lucky with getting them in. I haven't had too many problems where I haven't had to deal with the live traps. And it
Yeah,
also
see,
just
and
reminded me
it's
that I've got a live trap sitting up in my mother-in-law's attic right now. I got to check. It's been up there for a couple months. So
Wow.
Yeah, see, in the city, you got to contend with squirrels. The internet cable that comes in from the main poles.
yeah,
They coat them things with peanut oil. What eats peanuts?
Now,
You know,
now
Squirrel.
see, something
Squirrel,
else I have to
squirrel,
something I
squirrel.
have to continue with in the city when I'm trapping for. I had a lady call me. I got raccoons messing with me. Well, her neighbors didn't like me trapping, so they started calling the cops every time I showed up. And the cops got there just as I got there one day. I guess they were waiting on me that day. And he's like, "What are you doing in this lady's backyard?" I said, "I'm trapping. Come on back here. I'll show you." I took him back there, and there was a raccoon. He goes, "What you gonna do with it now?" I said, "I'm gonna pull this 22 pistol out with a silencer on it and pop it and throw it in the back of my truck and drive away." He goes,
Yeah.
"You can't do that." I said,
hey, Southern.
"The lady doesn't want it released on her property, and I can't take it off the property." He goes, "You're going to relocate this one." And so I called the game warden. Game warden got on the phone with him. Officer handed me the phone back and said, "Do what you got to do."
Yeah, that's what you
I
got,
want to
especially
say
with raccoons. You got to dispatch that raccoon. You can't let them go; they'll come right back.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, and you're not allowed to drive around with a live one either. My dad found that out the hard way. It's illegal to transport a live raccoon in Ohio.
Yeah, that I'm in
You have
Ohio
to shoot
too.
it first.
I'm up in
See,
Northeast
I'm in
Ohio. Yeah.
Texas. They don't really care about that. But if
I
the
know who
game
you are,
warden
backwoods
catches you
mindset.
and tells you, sees you going, and they ask you, and you say, "I'm relocating it," they'll ask you where you got it from because you're not allowed within
Hey,
50
Southern Grown.
miles. You have to. It has to be within a 50-mile radius.
And
Well,
see, it'll
how
come
many
right back.
miles does a raccoon travel? I'm not going to relocate it. I'm sorry. It'll be. I'll take it from your house to my house, and then I'll deal with it.
That's interesting.
Thank
But
God
I'm
they
not.
know.
It's not getting turned loose.
How long does it take for a raccoon to even have babies again once it's pregnant? Anybody know that?
No
They
idea.
can have babies every year.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, is it only like one?
No,
It's
they
usually.
can
I think what he's saying.
they can have up to 4 babies
Up to
in a
4,
year.
but I mean,
Oh
4
yeah,
times
but how
a
many
year?
times a year?
He's asking if they can have
Oh, how many
multiple
times?
years of mating,
Usually
multiple times.
Yeah.
Usually raccoons are usually 1 time a year.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Now rats, that's a whole different story.
Yeah,
Uh, I get a lot of phone call about rats, and so I've studied up on rats. And
Hi,
one
Vicky.
male and one female in 18 months will make 1 million babies. Just the two.
What's that again?
One male,
A what, Will?
a rat.
A rat. Okay.
Yep. One male and one female in 18 months will make 1 million babies, roughly.
good person.
Did you know that every time a bluegill or a crappie spawns, it lays 30 to 60,000 eggs?
Oh yeah.
One fish.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Rabbits will breed. They breed quite a bit too.
They breed like rabbits for a reason.
Yeah.
They can
Yeah.
have multiple breeders throughout the year.
And
Now, here's the thing, though. Some of y'all may not have this problem, but the problem that we have here in the Texas, the number one problem is hogs, and they are literally
I believe that.
into cities, into subdivisions where you can't even stick your arm outside the front door without hitting your neighbor's house and rooting around and tearing stuff up, hurting people. And they can breed from the age of 6 months, and they can do it multiple times a year. And they have anywhere from 6 to 12 piglets every time. And it's insane. You cannot transport them alive unless you have proper permits. And
But
so
not
then
only
you go
that,
when you go into these subdivisions to try to help them. You can't discharge a gun in the middle of the city limits.
no.
So it's a tricky one. It's
And not only that, people will reproduce, or I don't know what, bring them back too.
and the
Because
thing
they
is
wanna hunt them.
and people are in these subdivisions. They're putting these electric fences up. It's not stopping the problem. It's just moving it to someone else's.
Yeah.
And
See, in
eventually they're
Missouri,
going to be wise to, because everybody knows a domestic pig, if it can get its nose through it, it can go through it. Well, them wild hogs, from the tip of their nose to their tail, sorry, they have so much gristle and hair up there. The hot wires, if they go head first underneath it, they're going to go right through it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a problem everywhere that they have
Yeah.
them.
Like
They haven't hit this side of Washington. I've heard they are hitting the east side of Washington. I'm like, man, Mama, I'm gonna have to go for a drive for a couple months. I'm gonna go to the other side of the state and shoot some hogs.
Mhm.
And another thing, like some states, I don't know if you'd have to watch again. Like my state now, you can hunt them on your land, you can hunt them on the national forest, but when it comes to conservation land, you cannot hunt them. They're only trapping them only. So it's
Yep.
very strict rules in some areas too.
Now,
Yeah.
now
They
I do
say
have
that when
friends
you shoot them,
that call me that do a lot of hog hunting with dogs, and we'll go into these subdivisions and we'll get on them and get them caught and get them taken care of. But that's when you're in the middle of a subdivision. That's hands-on knife. It's
When I was
it is
younger,
not
I wish
fun.
I could have gotten into that.
I mean, it is an adrenaline rush, but if you ever
I'm
get
too
hit with
old.
one of them tusks, it don't matter. You're gonna get infections.
oh yeah,
I'm too old for that stuff nowadays.
Those hogs are mean too.
that's
I
why
got a
when you go,
6.5 Creedmoor for hogs.
make sure you got a good sidearm on your side if
Yep.
you're mushroom hunting or
Oh no.
whatever.
Well, if you're in a subdivision, that ain't gonna do you no good because you can't use it.
No, but I mean, like when you're out in the woods, if you're going mushroom hunting and doing things like that, and you know
Yep.
there's hogs around, make sure you got a good sidearm on you. At least a 357 and 45 AC. That's what I carry. I don't know if that's big enough, but I've got enough rounds, hopefully, to stop one that's charging me till I can find a darn tree or something to climb.
31 round mag will be plenty.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one in Ohio, Backwoods Mindset?
I know I haven't seen one, but I know that in Southern Ohio, they had a group. I think I saw that the ODNR posted something, and it was like I think they said 30 of them that they had running around like down in one of the national forests.
Well, times that by how long ago was that?
I never seen one out hunting.
Yeah, they're up in Wisconsin.
Somebody posted a video shooting a hog at like 40 yards with a 9mm tracer.
Wow.
And it dropped. It didn't move. It was awesome. He hit that thing dead and it just boom.
Well, not only that, like they say, when one
Brutal Bob, you're here in Texas, aren't you?
Big Mac should know, but
Does it?
they say like if one charges you, you wait for it to come and then you step to the side because they don't have good eyesight. You don't want to, you wait for them to come up and then you kind of step to the side. You don't want, or zigzag when you're running, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Excuse me.
Does anything goes when it comes to hunting pigs? I mean, can you use any caliber for them?
Yeah. Here.
Because it's a nuisance animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going to want to make sure it's going to drop it.
And as of the first of the year, we don't even have to have a hunting license to hunt them.
I see I see a comment that I need to comment on. Love for whatever. The one up from there. That person. The comment before that. They can be pregnant 3 times at one time. So they can have a litter, give birth, get pregnant that night, basically, and the next day give another litter.
Are you talking about rats again?
Yeah,
yeah. Okay. So once they're pregnant, they can still, once they drop, they're still already pregnant. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they can be pregnant with 3 litters at one time.
Wow.
It just, wow. Nature's unique.
Yep. But see, and then where y'all are at, Backwoods, you have to deal with y'all get a lot of nutria-rat up there, right?
Actually we have muskrats.
Muskrats. Okay.
That's
I
our
knew it was
big
one.
thing. Yeah,
So,
they get down
okay,
like on the
you
sides
got
of
to
the
deal with
highways.
muskrats. How do you prevent them from getting into your stuff? You know.
See, what happens is, and it's not bad unless you're by the highways, because they get down like on the sides of the highways and they come out of there when it starts raining, and it will like force them up.
Yeah.
It's really hard. You just got to make sure everything's sealed up. My mother-in-law got a couple in her basement one time, and I got them with a baseball bat.
I'll tell you another thing. My friend has them in his pond, and they're literally eroding the bank all the way around his pond.
Yeah,
from their
Yeah.
hole.
That's what muskrats tend to do, is they just burrow into the ground. And so if you have a hillside that's got a lot of holes in it, like where he is, first thing you think is muskrats. Where I'm at, we got muskrats, but it's probably a mountain beaver. And mountain beavers are little things, and they got a little bitty tail, but they got big old teeth like a beaver. And I've only caught one of them so far. But at first you got to realize if you're near water and stuff, it's more likely a muskrat. If it's more of a dry hill, then it's probably a mountain beaver here. But yeah, if you have erosions on hills and stuff, those are the two animals to first look for. But beavers are as bad as them because they'll cut all down your trees.
I'd almost say they're worse.
The only other thing, talking about prevention is kind of hard too. The only other thing you can do is get people involved in it, trapping or getting people. The furs are down. People aren't really, but get the interest in people to do it and stuff like that too.
I do know people that eat muskrats.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of people eating muskrats, but they eat rats too. But they take most of that and use it. They take a lot of it and use it for baits for predator trapping.
Yeah, there you go. But Matthew, you know what I'm saying is, like, I know it might be hard, but get kids involved, get a club going, get something going, and maybe more people will get out there and start trapping again. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I've hunted and fished my whole life, but I'm kind of new to trapping.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm still kind of figuring it out.
But I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of people that coyote hunt. They used to use dogs, but they don't do them anymore either. Like up in Wisconsin, now you look at some hunters. Now I don't know if they have insurance on their dogs or what, but when they're hunting dogs, they're getting attacked by wolves when they're out hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's a nuisance too.
And again, check your regulations, because here in Washington, we can't use dogs. Only time you can use dogs here is for duck hunting or pheasant hunting. That's the only time you can use them. I've been stopped by the game warden, I don't know how many times. He sees me walking down the road during hunting season, during deer season. I've got Dingo with me, and he's like, "Sir, you can't be out here hunting with a dog." I said, "He's my service dog." Oh, okay. You see, he's on a leash. He's got an orange vest on. He stays right beside me all the time. And he's okay. And you always check your regulations, because, I mean, some states you can use footholds, some states you can't. Some states you can trap whenever, whatever. Some states you have to go through a
Hey,
class
Buckwood.
and all that. So, but some states, even if you're on your own property, you can trap. But I know 2 states you can't. You have to hire somebody to come trap for you. You can't
Yeah.
do any of your own trapping because it takes away from jobs or something.
See, and I was hoping the reef robber would come in here because they do their crops there, like where he lives, is like grass, and the nutria rats are a problem for them growing it.
Yeah.
And but you know,
Well,
this is the main part of this tonight is to show even the farming community that, hey, they some of these people that are out here on these channels can show you different ways and discuss different ways of protecting what you're growing, protecting your
right,
livestock,
right.
and getting stuff, squared away. You know, but it's not just that, because trapping is an art that is slowly dying off.
That's for sure.
And,
That's what that's what I was getting at. Get
Oh,
people.
we used to have a couple fur buyers around here, and now I think there might be one.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, well, the price of everything has dropped drastically too.
Yes. Right.
Quick question. Any other questions for me? I'm sorry.
how do you keep cougars away?
I mean,
One
I
of the-
usually just don't put on
I-
deodorant.
one of the best ways. One of the best ways.
I was waiting on that.
One of the best ways to keep predators out of your area is never let a lady pee outside. First off. Second off, all men go pee on all the trees outside and never pee on the same tree twice. Pee as high as you can.
You're giving them too much beer, Coyote.
I guarantee you it works.
Pee in a bottle and squirt it.
Bobcat, cougar, coyotes.
And for the people in the chat that may not know, a cougar is a mountain lion.
A four-legged.
Yeah.
My comment.
I want one day. That's a bucket list of mine. So, please, Lord.
And the thing about a cougar, though, they will travel a lot.
50-mile square radius.
Yes.
A cougar will travel.
So just because he's there one day doesn't mean. I mean, he might be there if he's got plenty to eat. He'll probably stay in the area.
But there's two people that I see in the chat that I know for a fact has goats, and there's a couple that have cattle. And if they're in that home range, they're going to get hit.
Yeah. Some of my videos I had just recently. I've got Wolf that I'm trying to help save goats for, but then I've got a lady that lives real close to him that's got sheep, and the sheep she's already lost one sheep and almost lost a second sheep, and it was definitely a cougar. And so, I mean, they're close enough. That cougar, we had a cougar sighted in my neighborhood last year, and the more I'm researching, I'm thinking the cougar that went to her house had actually been up here.
Oh yeah.
And has moved that way now. And now it's between Wolf's house and her house. And so I'm like, well, if I get it, it'll solve two problems.
Now that you're here, before you take off, because I know you're in a hurry, I can tell you a trick that I learned here. Even though we don't have them, we don't have wolves here in Texas, but you can take wolf urine that you can buy at any sporting goods store.
Yep.
And you can put it around your perimeter. Don't get it too close to your barn because it will make your livestock go kind of antsy. but
Yeah.
along your perimeter, and it'll help cut down the coyotes coming in.
Well, also, if you don't have cougars in the area or problems with cougars, putting cougar urine out will slow down. Now, I'm not saying stop. I'm saying slowing down, kind of discourage them. Will discourage raccoons, coyotes, smaller critters like that. Because if they smell a fresh cougar urine, they're like, "Hey, I don't want to get eaten by kitty." But I
Got
know
a question for
one
you,
guy
Big Matt,
that gets
too.
bear urine and spreads it around, and he says that works pretty good keeping stuff away. But I have not tried that yet. But I know having the men pee on the trees and spread cougar urine out is a good way to discourage anything. The men peeing outside will discourage cougars and everything. But if you have cougars in the area and you put cougar urine in, then you better sit up all night because you might have a cougar come in.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have cougars in the area, then yeah, good thing to try.
Jolt had a question for you, Big Matt, too.
Yeah, but coyotes on his way down, and somebody just said we have panthers in Florida.
Yes, they do.
We have them in Missouri.
They have. There was spotted a black panther in Florida not too long ago.
They're in Missouri.
Aren't there jaguars in the Southwest? I know they're rare, but I've heard of that.
I have not heard that.
They say that in my field guide, it says they sometimes do, but that's a field guide.
Maybe if it's a private land and one got out or something. But if that happens, they usually put a big hunt on it, and they'll usually get it within a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Big Matt, do you have issues with snakes?
Yes. I have issues with snakes getting in my barn and getting my eggs, and occasionally a chicken.
You got snakes big enough to eat chickens?
Oh yeah.
Some.
I've seen a rat eat a chicken. I got a video of a rat grabbing a chicken off the coop, pulling it to the ground, and all of a sudden there were like 10 other ones just. This lady thought she had a mink or something killing her chickens. I got there, put trail cameras up, came back in a couple of days, checked the camera. I was like, "No, you got rats." So,
Hey, Matt. Talking about backwoods in Florida. Guess who we know that lives in Florida now?
Yo, dude, what's up?
What's up?
Nada. By the way, there's no panthers or jaguars native to the United States. They're all down in Central and South America.
Maybe, and well, except for the ones that got loose. We had a tiger in Brazoria County not long ago.
What's that?
That was a fluke.
Yeah, very much. That would be like a jaguar getting loose. The only jaguars I know of in the United States are a sanctuary in Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. You have the black panthers in Florida.
Yep.
And you have cougars in the central United States, Texas, Colorado, your mountain
up here in
types.
Washington.
Yeah.
This is how people should normally recognize me, though, is peeking over somebody else's shoulder.
And he has a beard too, so.
Yeah, this is my cousin on my mama's side. They're the ones that are always more messed up.
Mm.
I gotta get something out of the car. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. So what are we discussing tonight, gentlemen, that I can help you out with?
I'm sorry, Matt.
Predators and nuisances. All right, Coyote.
I'm sorry that I'm going to jump off here. I wanted to be
Oh,
here
you're
for
good.
yours, but
You're good.
it was.
When y'all get done over there, come back. We'll probably still be going.
All righty. Talk to you later.
Mhm. So now, Backwoods, you had a question. You asked me if we have to deal with snakes.
Yeah. That I
Yes,
was wondering. Do you deal with? Is it a lot of rattlers? Is that what you're dealing with?
we do have them, but there's not very many. We don't see them. Like I said earlier, I've seen
Hey,
one in my
Joe.
lifetime.
Really? Okay.
One
Down where
in the wild.
Matt's from, he has to worry more about coral snakes, copperheads, and water moccasins.
And I've seen 2 coral snakes in my lifetime.
Okay.
The
Well,
big
check
2 that
around.
we deal with here on the property are cottonmouth and copperheads.
Check around your air
Now,
conditioner, Matt, more often. You'll probably see a couple of coral snakes.
probably
They
I
love
don't
that
go
cool
looking
air.
for them. So, but now we do have problem with snakes getting in and getting the eggs,
Well,
and I can tell you how to fix that.
oh,
You can actually trap them, and you probably have the best trap sitting in your garage and didn't even know it. A
Well, let
minnow
us in on
trap.
your secret, man.
A minnow trap.
Okay.
Put it together. Put it in your nest box with a couple of eggs in it. When they go in, they eat the egg. They can't get back out.
I just realized something. I'm going to
Can
use
I
my phone.
can I show you guys something real
Damn.
quick?
Matt, I got a better one for you. If you have chickens and you have them in a coop, you put about 2 or 3 ducks in there, put you a small little pool in there for the ducks to go swim around
Mhm.
in, stuff like that. Ducks are used to killing snakes or running them off because their nests are always around water. So they have instinctively, they will fight a snake to protect their eggs.
Out by us, we've had more local guineas.
And duck eggs taste great.
Ducks
They
want to
do.
fly off to our neighbor that's got a
But my
farm.
wife,
The
my
guineas
wife
stick
says
there
I
and take
can't
away
have
the
no more
snakes.
ducks,
Nope.
and she won't let me have guineas either.
They're
Guineas will kill
stupid.
snakes too.
Well, do you have a?
Guinea are
Do you have?
stupid.
Why don't you just put chicken wire over your freaking chicken coop? You won't. Ducks won't fly away.
The chicken yard's too big.
So the chickens don't uh, lay their eggs in the yard. They lay their eggs in their hen house.
Can I show you
Go
guys
ahead.
something real quick?
Sure.
Okay, this is you guys have ever heard of the Peterson Field Guides?
Yes.
Talks
Definitely.
about all the animals and stuff. It shows a jaguar's home range on a map, and I'll show you. That's the only reason I said anything. See Texas? Right there. It actually shows it going into Texas and New Mexico.
That wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if the range would go up that high.
Well, no, it probably did a long time ago, but I mean, there might be a rare one here and there, but it's kind of like
That's the only reason.
the cougar. It's kind of like the cougar and stuff in Texas, or even the bobcat. They're so elusive that I mean, it's hard to tell.
Now, don't get on talking about cougars again. I don't want my name coming up anymore.
Okay, I've dated a few cougars. I used to date a woman when I was still in the military. That was She was 13 years older than me, been married 3 times, and had never changed her last name, and had grandkids at 35 years old.
You dated Angela?
No, her name was. What was it?
We've already had the cougar talk up here a couple of times to the point where we said, "Can we just call them pumas now?" Yeah, there's cougars in every state of America. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, cougars. Yeah.
But you know when a cougar gets old, she becomes a death leopard.
Because she was around during the Def Leppard days.
Yeah.
Now, Matthew, just outdoors. Have you seen any bobcats down your way?
Oh yes.
I think I've heard them in Southern Ohio. I've heard them. I've never seen them.
Yeah, I know that I saw something that they said that they're starting to come back into Ohio now.
In Ohio, bobcats are listed as an endangered species in Ohio.
Yeah.
And
they only.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay. In our game cams for our backyard, well, we call it the backyard. It's back 10 acres or so. Matt, we had put out some game cams and had a picture of a bobcat that its back was at, now not its ears, its back was at the second rung of the barbed wire. That thing was huge. It was big.
Well, y'all were
Okay,
talking about
you hear me and see me?
Y'all
Yeah.
talking about
Yes.
snakes earlier where we're staying for the winter in Florida. They pulled out a 10-foot python out of the river right behind our camper.
They're bad there, to my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Real bad.
Well, that's because idiots let them go and they breed. And,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard.
we
I've
had
seen.
a 10-foot python that they captured. Probably no more than about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I've also heard that they're now catching anacondas in the Everglades.
Yeah, down in the Everglades. Well, I mean, they migrate everywhere, just like everything else. But yeah, we had a python. That's the only one I've seen down here so far. I've seen a bunch of gators.
Another
chat real quick. I know Dad was in the chat earlier.
When you get to hurricanes too, it releases a lot
Well,
of snakes.
Matt, tonight he actually has a theme of predators and stuff, but a lot of it can be fishing or.
Well, no, I mean tonight's topic is dealing with nuisances and predators.
Okay, that's 2 of me. Why y'all talking about me?
All right,
Sorry.
I see a couple of predators that need to get put down in the chat, but
I got some neighbors that I would love to disappear. Any ideas?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, the Road Warrior.
Don't take a bath for a month.
I can
put them in your
talk
yard.
to you and tell you how to get rid of it easily.
I mean, I already been doing that, man.
I give you advice, but I don't do that anymore.
Northwoods Peachtree says, I got a video of a doe chasing a bobcat while I was hunting in my tree stand.
Mm-hmm.
Chase that bobcat for a minute.
Yep. And see, and there you go. There's bringing this whole, the way everything goes around. You know, it's not just farming. It's not just hunting. It's not just fishing. You know, it's, a community, and everybody brings something to the table.
Freezer Bound says that he's got raccoons and skunks are killing my chickens, and he's been trapping them. I'm assuming I apologize. I'm not familiar with the channel right now.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, right. I've only come across one bobcat in my life. We were in North Carolina camping, and I was outside making coffee in the morning, and I had one sneak up behind me.
At the side, and it's weird.
I see it over here.
Yep. Let's see a little better.
It's funny you say that. The only bobcat I've ever seen was also in North Carolina.
I don't have this downloaded on my phone.
I needed to change the underpants after that too.
Do you have a?
Well, my brother's got a 35-pound bobcat stuffed in his front living room.
That's the one that Dad shot, isn't it? Mm. Him and Dad went, and they had one so massive he could barely hold it up. And then, but John and Mary wanted to get it mounted. They didn't have a mount big enough for it.
Yeah, no. When John, my brother, he used to have a hunting lease out in deep East Texas, and killing bobcats was part of hunting deer because they were a nuisance. My brother, he used to have a hunting lease in deep East Texas.
Hey, Steve.
Hey,
so Dad did come up. I told you.
Yeah, I mean, all I really have to deal with in Northeast Ohio is coyotes and raccoons. That's pretty much the worst, I would say.
Do you have YouTube as a downloaded app or
no?
Okay.
I don't think it's downloaded. No.
Coyotes and raccoons. All right, then I'm just going to take him here.
What's going on, Uncle?
Howdy.
Doing good?
Yep. Just holding the fort down here while they all go off gallivanting.
Hey, you got some peace and quiet. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I was, and then she started popping up on my panel.
I got some napping in today.
So did I. I slept According to Christie's watch, we slept 4 times in the last 24 hours.
I got some napping in today.
I took an accidental nap
Somebody
before my
echoed.
live tonight.
Got a delayed
It
echo
really is
somewhere.
getting kind of late because otherwise I would have no clue. Here you go.
So how do you get on?
Okay, I'm getting you set up on him.
Okay. So
Lost Steve.
tonight's topic is nuisance and predators, right?
Yep.
So Matt, did you know you were going to talk to me today or what?
I figured I would at some point.
Is that your
I
uncle?
mean, you themed this after me.
Okay. Do you want
Who you asking that, Matthew?
do you have your own account or just Christie's?
Mine?
Yeah, just Christmas.
Okay.
Huh?
No, he's my nephew.
So what? Everybody's be quiet all of a sudden?
Oh,
My
I think
sister's
everybody else
actually
froze but
my
me.
sister-in-law's son.
Oh, I don't have a password.
Nope. I have no idea what her password is either.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can almost say it. I know what it is.
So we got
do you have an echo? Somebody has an echo. Yes.
I don't think it's me.
No. It's one of the last two that just came in.
Wait a minute. Let me
Okay.
see here. I don't think it's me. Might be me. Does that get rid of it? 1, 2,
think so.
3.
I'll head up. I know Joe and the guy in the bottom right corner will appreciate this story, but the bobcat I seen in North Carolina, we were on one of those military runs where you're calling cadence, Joe, singing while you're running, and it ran through the platoon.
Yep.
So you saw a bunch of big, brave Marines scatter like to the wind when it ran through us.
You mean they didn't just?
Because it was night. It was pitch black too.
Yeah, Henry, it must have been yours.
What's that?
Was it?
It was a bobcat. It ran through our legs while we were on a cadence run, on a run with the military.
I'm surprised the Marines didn't grab it by the tail and throw it on the fire.
Well, it was pitch black, and this 50-pound animal just runs through your legs. You kind of freak out a little bit.
Get him, Wendy. I got to figure out a way to remove these from StreamYard too.
Which these? Certain people?
Just a second.
You're starting to hum again.
Yes, French Martins or Alaska. He's got a YouTube channel. They're on the road. They're CBMA members, combat veterans, motorcycle group, and actually motorcycle association.
Are you saying Matt? Are you saying mine's
They're from
humming?
Alaska. They're down.
It was doing that humming thing again.
2 years. Come here.
I'll cut my mic off
Where's your
except when
phone? I need it. I need this verification code. What the hell are you doing running around without your phone, woman?
Tell Steve he can't be cussing on here.
Anything that would do.
You go get it. No.
that's like
He's
telling
your
not,
kinfolk.
that's like telling Steve not to breathe.
Somebody left.
Hey, will
We don't have to
somebody
worry
in
about
the
cussing now.
will somebody in the chat drop my link, please?
For Party Pete.
For Party Pete.
Check out our kids wrestling video.
They know.
Okay, you have it muted.
You can hear me. Hi guys.
Hey, Party Pete.
Party
right,
Pete's
everybody.
my wife.
Well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I just want to stop in and say hi, hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, no,
Can I
you're
say
good.
something for Backwoods real quick?
And I got to tell you something, Backwoods.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's my bad, but the last time I shared you out, it actually unsubscribed me from your channel.
Oh, that's funny.
That's why I was like, and then I seen it live on the home screen. I'm like, what? And I clicked on it and I seen it. I'm like, oh no. And I've already went back in because I shared you out tonight, and I
Yeah.
already went back in to make sure I still had you.
Yeah, we had a good group in there tonight. There was a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
I just want to say this guy right here below me, he's the reason why I know you, all these people. Like, I got on his channel and I met all you guys because of this guy right here.
Well,
and if y'all don't have
I've met a
backwoods
lot of people
mindset,
because of
pop over
because
there.
of this
If you
guy.
have
Where is he?
farm, and I'm losing internet.
Over here. Wait, which way do I go? This way? Right there?
Yeah, Big Matt.
Big Matt. I know a lot of people because of him. He's one of the ones that I started coming into and got to meet a ton of great people, and it's been a blast because it's always good people. That's what it is. So we got a great group. We're really lucky when you think about it.
I got you confused with Backwoods Misfit for a while, but then I became friends with him anyway because you guys have very similar channel name. But
yeah,
yeah, Steve's good stuff too.
Oh yeah. No, I watch him too. Yeah, no, we got a lot of really good people, and it's neat to see everybody growing too. What are you at right now, Matthew?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think I'm like subs, or
Yeah.
I think I'm coming up on 150.
Okay.
Slow going. I think when I just got a GoPro, so I'll start making edited videos this year, and I think that's what more people want to see, and
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do that.
That's cool,
like I was saying. Anybody that has predator problems, it can be small things, rats, anything like that. If you hit up anybody on my chat, Backwoods Misfit, we can talk you through just about anything. Right, Backwoods?
I mean, I can, yeah, man, I've caught, it's crazy. Cause like I said, I live in the city, so I have to do a lot of live trapping and then dispatching after. Usually it ends up being drownings is what we have to do.
My dad drowns my dad drowns his raccoons in the goldfish pond.
Yeah.
Cause you can't shoot them in city limits. So what do you do? And you can't transport them. So unless you have a pellet rifle, I guess, I don't know if you could do that, but
yeah, I had the last, it's been a while since I've actually had to trap anything. We had a skunk that was like harassing my neighbors, and I went over and I trapped that. And
once you trap an animal, relocate it, don't kill it.
We're not allowed to.
Natural.
We can't relocate animals alive here. Unfortunately, we've tried to, but they have to be dead.
Yeah, in Ohio, we have
illegal.
to dispatch them once we trap.
You're going to relocate something that's dead? That makes a lot of democratic sense.
No, we can't. We can't relocate it if it's alive, or we can't move it at all if it's alive.
That makes a lot of democratic sense. Who does the moving it?
No, like we can't move it to another area. Like we can't let them go.
No, we're not allowed to.
We just have to kill them. We just have to dispatch.
So you can't turn it over to animal control so they can take care of it for you?
No, they won't take them.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a our problem thing. Once we start dealing with it.
So if you have a problem raccoon here, let's say it's eating your chickens or whatever, you either have to kill it or let them keep eating your chickens. In my dad's case, they were eating his goldfish.
Wow, that's pretty weird. Okay, so your dad's still here.
Yeah.
I can't read all a little bit of names. I need to
Can't
change
hear
my
me.
name. This says Christina Boyd. How do you change it? Well, so you got Uncle Henry, and you got Matt, and then all his followers. Or what?
They follow each other.
Whatever I'm on. Whatever I'm on.
Subscribers.
That's right.
But if you got a big, now don't look at the name underneath me, by the way, because that's my wife's account.
That's her.
That's my wife's account, not mine.
I didn't show
Hi,
him
Chris.
how to.
Your
But
name's not
anyway-
Christina?
Yeah, my wife's name's Christina. This is her account. I don't have a YouTube account. You're lucky I'm even on here because I don't even know how to use this phone. I didn't even know how to use it.
You'd only be on there about a day, and then you'd be disconnected.
Well, I have a smartphone, but I'm a dumb app.
There's a lot of people that have that problem.
Well, I mean, you're talking about nuisance animals and predators. That's right up my alley. Since I'm a nuisance and a predator.
Be careful when you use the word predator because they might think of young children. So.
Oh no, that's not the kind of predator. I used to carry a 50 caliber sniper rifle.
Yeah.
What branch were you in?
Why, is there another one? Army.
Marine Corps, myself.
Oh, the few, the proud, the dumbasses.
Oh, that was low.
You can't be using it.
Wait, we can. Hey, now, wait a minute. Military can do that.
Channel, Steve.
They always sent us in when the Army couldn't get it done, I heard, but whatever.
What do you got to say about that, Unc?
I said this is a kid-friendly channel.
Come on, Uncle, back me up.
You know what?
And do what to you?
Sometimes our kids jumping on this.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is between the branches. We got to give each other shit. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fun.
Right.
I mean, I was forced to go to a Chair Force base yesterday just to buy a jacket because I'm
Chair Force.
He seemed to hit the stop button.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
So.
Getting seasick here, man.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, guys. Well, like I said, I'm going to get going. I appreciate you having me up here, though, Big Bat.
No problem.
It was nice talking to all you guys. I'm gonna.
Hey, Backwoods, good to see you.
Hey, tell him I'm not bringing him back up.
I'm gonna be watching on my TV though. I'll still be here.
Yep. So I do apologize
night,
for the kids that are in the chat. I do apologize. I am sorry. It won't happen again. So
if there's any kids in the chat right now, their parents need to get them to bed.
He has a
mine are in bed.
He has a PTSD type disability.
Yep.
I have that too. I get it.
They had a I forgot which type of round it was. A Sabo type round hit the vehicle they were in, and it kind of bounced off, and they had some brain injury type problems.
Yeah. No,
you don't have
but
to apologize for him.
There is a couple of farming type channels that are not here. They're in a different time zone, and their kids are right there with them. So I do apologize.
Well, when you declare your channel a kid-friendly channel, it has to be that way, you know.
Oh, I get. No, I just mean like.
You thought it was after hours?
No. I just mean you don't have to apologize for him having PTSD. That's, he's a good one in my book.
Yeah. We deal with it.
Yep. He's sitting in the basement right now. but I'm not bringing him back up because I can't have that.
Yeah.
You know, with the way the rules are right now, I'm on the road just like Backwoods. You know, he's finally at a point. I'm hoping that someday I will be there, and I don't want any strikes on my thing for anything.
Yeah, that's what you got to be careful, because I think if you get strikes before that, you just don't get monetized ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that they blackball you, so which stinks, you know, because I mean, especially on lives, because you can't control everything, you know.
Yep.
You can only do so much.
Some of our friends in this chat are dealing with that very problem.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, you guys know I keep mine, you know, as clean as I can. Every once in a while, you know, somebody else will slip up when they're in there, but you know, you gotta keep it friendly. That's the thing.
It definitely seems more of a challenge on the live, because you don't exactly know what everybody's going to say at any given moment. But
yeah,
you just have to deal with it when it happens.
Oh, it's scary. You know, and for the most part, most of the people are pretty good. It's funny because the one girl that I had on one time, out of everyone, the only person that's ever cussed in one of my lives was a woman.
They can cuss too.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting it though, and she kind of talked like a trucker a little bit, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm sitting there. I've had like 15 men on. You know, these are burly men, and none of them cussed at all. And then I have this little girl on. You know, tiny little nice girl, and she's got a trucker mouth on her. So,
yeah,
I
do my best too. I occasionally slip up myself. I do my best. I've cussed on some of my older videos, and that was before I was even trying to make anything out of them. But I've definitely gotten better the last 50 videos or so.
I just got really good at when I slip up, if I hurt myself when I'm out there editing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been many times I've gotten a fishing hook in my hand.
Are you not allowed to swear on YouTube?
No, I just try to keep my mind to a standard, is what I do. I just try to keep it G-rated. I'm more or less the Mr. Rogers, you know. That's what I'm going for. So,
no, I get that. You appeal to a bigger audience that way.
Yeah, it's more fun for everybody. That, you know, and that's the thing. A lot of people, you know, while it doesn't bother me if somebody else does it, like there's people out there that it does bother, and it just doesn't need to be done on what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah. Well,
it's like everything I do is all friendly family stuff, and that's what it is. My group of people, you know, my all my family members that are on my channel, that's what they are, is they're family members. So I just treat them the same way I would if it was around my, you know, my mom or my grandparents, or, you know.
That wouldn't work in my book. I learned to swear from my grandparents.
I can say this much. I had 25 people in here, and it's whenever the language started, I'm now at 13. So like I said, I do apologize, but
I mean, it could be the language, but it could also be the time too.
Yeah,
it's getting late.
You know, and that's the thing. It's just like when I had that girl on, I noticed that the time dropped, like the people that were in were dropping off when she was in there. And that was one of the only lives I've ever had that I've gotten dislikes on. So, you know, which doesn't matter to me. A dislike is, you know, it's still part of the algorithm. It is what it is. But, you know, I try to control it. And she was a nice girl, and it was a great chat. It was just, she just couldn't not, and she was a nurse, you know. So it's like she just got off work. So who knows? You know what I mean? People sometimes when they get, you know, they're frazzled or whatever, they don't think, you know, it happens. But
hey, dumb question, Backwoods. Your name is Matt, right?
Yeah. There's 3 Matts in here right now.
Okay, I was pretty sure. I've been calling you Matt a while, and I never asked.
Yeah. Well, everybody calls me Yeah, everybody calls me Maddie.
Speaking of bald.
Okay, Maddie, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm holding you to that fishing trip soon.
We'll do it, man. We'll do it. I'll head down. We'll figure it out. I
Well,
mean, you're not far from me. It's a day trip for me, you know?
You definitely want to come down my way in the spring.
Yeah.
Because then we can get on those 18-inch crappie.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, we could.
But I would like to go up there because you're on Erie and you got steelhead and walleye and all that stuff.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Well, you guys got the flatties down there, though, too.
We got flatheads in Indian Lake. Yeah.
Yep.
I still drive an hour to go catch flatheads, though.
Yeah, that's what I got, about it. An hour to go catch flatties. But, yeah, next year's going to be a new year. I'm going to do a lot more traveling, so get around, do some more fishing, hit up some new places. We got Southern Sun and Grown.
She's just making light of all the mats.
Well, when we're in here, we got, let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. So we got, I would be medium-sized Matt, maybe?
I don't know, man. I'm 270 pounds.
Okay, so I'm small Matt.
Yeah. That's big Matt for sure.
Yeah. We got big, medium, and small.
Yep.
I'm 240.
Well, Matt's about.
How tall are y'all?
6'1".
Yeah, he's taller than you too. I think he's 6'3". I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I'm only 6'2". I shrank.
Big Matt, I got to show you. Have I shown you a picture of my
Yeah,
brother?
Misfit, I know you went live. I see it.
Have a good one, man.
Yep, Big Matt, have I ever shown you a picture of my little brother?
Your little big brother?
Yeah. You guys are twins, dude. You guys look, I mean, like, I showed it to his wife, and she's like, no way. I mean, you guys look identical. It's hilarious. I'll get a picture of him and show you sometime.
Matt's going to have to put that blue or purple back in his beard then.
Yeah.
I can tell them apart.
These guys are going to make me shave my head at 200 subs, Backwoods.
Oh, no. These guys ain't.
I think
that's all over there on the Misfit.
Well, yeah, it started with him.
See, I can't cut my stuff, man. I don't. That isn't what Jesus wanted for me. He didn't want me to cut my hair or my beard.
You look like his cousin.
I know. It was hilarious. I don't know if you heard me tell the story the other night. I was at the post office, and I was going to walk out the doors, and they're like double doors. So there's like two sets of doors, and then there's like the entranceway, and then another set of doors. I'm walking up to the doors, and the wind sucked the doors out and opened up while I was walking through it. It was just me and the one postal worker in the post office. And she looked at me, and I just looked back, and she looked terrified. Because it looked like when I was walking towards them, I didn't touch anything. I didn't just put my arms up. They just slowly both opened up, and I walked out, and then they closed.
He's not coming back as a hillbilly from Northern Ohio, I don't think. But you definitely fit the profile.
You never know, man. You never know. But like I said, man, I should have gotten off here about 20 minutes ago. I keep chatting. So I'm going to get going, guys. Thanks for having me on.
I don't know if
Have a good one.
Anytime, back.
We'll see you all in the next one.
How many? Ooh, there's a lot of echo. A lot of echo. I don't know why.
You got an extra phone or something?
Oh.
I think I, too, am going to get off Big Matt.
Hey, you don't have to leave. I promise I'll take a shower next week.
What's that?
I said, you don't have to leave. I promise I'll take a shower next week.
Okay. If I could smell you from Texas, that's pretty bad.
Well, I don't know. You got to get past some of the other states. They cover up mine. All them, all Northerners.
Yeah. Well, we're just Northerners to you. I mean, Canadians are Northerners to me.
Yep. Hey.
Hey. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny is my wife's just from Michigan, which is just one state above me, but that accent is night and day from state to state up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was. I had
It's
to go
okay.
up to Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and do some work. I've been up to, Washington and I say not Washington, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I've worked all up in there with my job. I used to install X-ray and CAT scan equipment.
Ooh.
Hey, Southern Sown and Grown,
That sounds
can you
technical.
drop the Misfits link, please?
I've been thinking about doing a photo memory lane type some of the jobs I used to do. We took a 50-bed hospital at Guinea, West Africa, and installed it.
Trash Can Wolves. And we got Grey Wolf Outdoors.
Mobile CAT scan, one of those big Calumet coaches that has a CAT scan built into it. I got to drive it down the main street of Conakry over in Guinea, West Africa. So lots of fun times.
Hey, thanks, Brutal Bob. I think somebody must have dropped my link for him. Appreciate that.
Fishing with Big Mike. What's up?
I can't wait to go to Brutal Bob and go deer hunting up his way. That'd be fun. Hopefully that happens next year.
Yep.
Or this year.
I'm only
Keep
going to be
forgetting
on
it.
here for about another 15 minutes or so, but y'all can all come hang out with us over at Backwoods Misfit. But everybody here knows that I shoot for at least the minimum 2 hours, so that certain parties don't call me a rookie. And I know he's here because he shared me out.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and get off, Big Matt. You and Joe there have a good night. And I'll see you on the next one.
Good night.
Yep. And I'm fixing to switch this to R-rated because he's back in the basement.
Now that I'm leaving,
I'm gonna let him come up. But if you have any kids in the audience, please just turn it off. I'm sorry ahead of time.
Does that mean I got to leave too?
I'll be nice, Matt.
Okay.
I thought he was just coming up for a little while earlier. He was on my phone, and I needed it, so I didn't think he'd be on up that long. So I didn't give him the ground rules.
Yeah.
So anybody else on here besides us three?
We got 16 people in the chat.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I'm back.
So there.
So everybody say hi to Christina.
It's more like Steve or Scout, one of the two.
Okay, Christina.
Oh, by the way, shortness. Is it okay if I drink a beer on TV?
Nope. Actually.
As long as you got the label covered.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Just tell us it's a 7-Up.
Is that the one you were spitting in?
No, that's the one.
Okay.
No, it's covered.
I was about to say, I don't want to see throwing up either.
So, is there anybody else there besides you and Anita?
No, everybody else is sleeping. You know, the most part.
Funny's how that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you know I got one of those little propane outside fire pits like a Sissy had?
Oh,
a little
cool.
bit smaller. Yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah,
smaller.
I want to get one eventually.
Yeah, I found a good price on it, but I think it was only like a 21-inch, and I think she had like a 24-inch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, as long as it puts off a little bit of heat for you and stuff, and you can sit around it and enjoy it, that's all that matters.
A lot faster getting the kids up for doing s'mores.
Mhm.
Just set it up and take it down the.
Well, down in Florida, we don't need heat.
Yep.
Average temperature where we're at in Florida right now is about 83 degrees.
I've seen it freezing in Florida too. They were trying to save orange orchards.
Oh yeah. Well, we're in the middle of Florida, equal to about where Sarasota is on the Gulf Coast and West Palm Beach on the East Coast. Now we're 90 miles from Orlando.
Which way?
South.
So you're just a little bit west of Miami then.
Well, more like West Palm Beach, Vero Beach area on the East Coast.
You're west of Miami in the central part of the state.
Yeah, because we're pretty south.
Dave's enigmatic flyer says he's on the Florida Space Coast.
Oh, who?
Hang on.
Isn't it? Dave is in the chat and he says he lives on the Florida Space Coast.
Oh, okay. So what's his name?
Dave.
So Dave, you're around Kennedy Space Center? 'Cause that's like 2 hours from us. Oh shoot, I don't want to do that. I was going to hit chat, but I don't want to do that. Yeah.
No, just stay over.
I was just finding somebody chatted.
I just finally went down the thing here. I think Dave asked me what do I do.
What?
You're echoing. You're vibrating again.
Yeah, I know your wife's too close to me.
No, not you.
Okay.
You're humming. You're humming.
I'm humming.
No, he's talking about me. Let me answer. I'm sorry. It was from. Was it Dave?
Yeah, the Space Coast guy.
Well, I'm retired from installing X-ray and CAT scan equipment, but I traveled all over doing that. Guinea, West Africa, Jaipur, India, Tapachula, Mexico, and a lot in the U.S. But I pretty much retired from that. I just do a little every now and then help out with them. And before that was 20 years in the Army. So did a lot of electronics, maintenance. So that kind of answers the bulk of it. If you go to my site, which I think it's probably been dropped earlier, I'm starting to put up things from my past. I was thinking about doing one on some of the X-ray equipment that I've worked on and moved. I have a way of, you ever been in to have a chest X-ray done? That thing that rolls along the ceiling, they take the X-ray with. I've let those down with just 2 ropes by myself to the ground. I invented that way of doing it. So I've actually dismantled complete X-ray rooms all by myself. Got them onto pallets.
Can I
so
use that just a little bit?
Just a gist of what I've done. I know I look better than Steve right now. I'm only 73 though.
That's because I lived a better life.
Yeah. What was that? What kind of round was it that bounced off your? Was it APC you had?
It was a Sager missile from a Soviet-built BMP.
Huh. Did it take the tank out or just?
No, it skipped right off the front of the It skipped off the front of the Bradley.
I mean, y'all were still.
I was rocked. It rocked my world so bad I had to come out of the gunner's seat for about 30 minutes and sit in the back. And we had to back offline because of the Bradley commander and the driver and myself were all rattled up. But I had to actually go into the back of the Bradley, kind of just sit there and regain my composure.
Yeah. Um, but your vehicle wasn't taken out of the fight. Then it just y'all had to calm down or whatever.
Oh yeah. We just had a big gash in the front end of the Bradley. The hood of the Bradley is designed just for that reason. The angle of the hood, where you can lift it up to work on the engine or whatever.
Right.
That is designed just for that fact.
They put the engine up front.
Oh yeah.
I thought. Well, I mean, I'm probably thinking of some of the other ones where they have the M1A,
Well, yeah,
M1A1. Is it? Not M1A1.
Yeah, the M1A1 has twin coming diesels in the back of it.
Yeah, I've seen cars over there in Germany that got up behind them and honking their horn, and they just revved the engine and fried all the paint off the hood.
I've actually we were heading over from Kitzigan to Swineford to area Bud training area, and civilians aren't supposed to interfere with convoys.
Right.
And I had this BMW come fly around me on the off ramp and get in between me and an M1. So I got on the radio and I said, "Hey, dude, when you take a right up here, power steer." I watched the paint bubble off the front of that BMW. It was funnier than all get out.
You cut out there for a minute. What happened?
The M1, he did a power steer, which means he gets up there and just automatically just goes left. His right tracks will turn, his left tracks won't.
Right.
And when he did that, because of the heat that comes off the engine from that, it bubbled the paint right off that BMW's hood.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was very funny looking.
Probably
I laughed.
not funny to them.
Well, they shouldn't have interfered. There's signs out. You've been in Germany a bunch, Unc. There's signs all over the place. Do not interfere in military convoys.
Yeah.
And he decided he was going to.
That's like trying to cut into a funeral down here. Cops will paste you to the wall real quick.
Oh, amen to that.
But
thinking of tomorrow will be we just go straight to the graveside. It won't be part of the procession.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
you say they will not have a procession, or you're not going to be part of it?
No, we're not having a procession. We might from here, with Ann and Daryl and Aunt Mel and Mom and us and I don't know who else.
The family right there.
So we might all go, but I mean, we're just going to meet at the cemetery at 10 o'clock, have graveside services, and then we're going to go to a German restaurant for lunch. And then me and Christy are probably going to start heading back towards Florida after lunch.
By the way,
Sprechen die Deutsch? Mein Herr.
What's that?
By the way,
Sprechen die Deutsch?
Yeah, my Deutsch is kleiner bit.
I found pictures. These were in those albums I brought.
Okay.
This is Aunt Irma, the one that just passed away. So this is their wedding picture, and I don't know if this one they probably have, but I have some others that the family direct family might not.
I don't.
I think I've got some pictures that if she came down when I'd say Poppy was buried up there at the when somebody was buried up there at Groesbeck. Remember when we took all the pictures up there?
Was that Granny's? Was that Granny's funeral in 2012?
Yeah, I'd have to go. I've got the pictures on my computer yet. I could look them up, but I think she was in those.
I know I've got a few pictures of Granny down at the Groesbeck Cemetery when we were there for Granny in 2012. I know I got a few of them.
And when we went ahead and cleaned the headstones over in there.
Hey, Aunt, take your phone away from your pacemaker. You're humming again.
He's got his phone too close to his computer or something.
I have a computer, but it's in Florida, and I don't have a pacemaker yet. You notice I said yet.
No.
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, you
Well,
sound fine now.
what I was going to say is I had one of those old fashioned 70s microphone. I mean, a speaker. Let me set it down here and see if that helps. Now, y'all getting any
Hey,
feedback
Texans
on
down under, if you're still listening,
Yeah.
we're getting your dad some new speakers for his computer.
All right.
Is that so you can hear me?
No, it's so we don't hear the. Sounds like a Mack truck over here.
So your
I just
Texas down
that's
there.
my motorboat going down the intercoastal canal. When you
All right, everybody in the chat, y'all go hang out with the Misfit, and I'll
you.
catch you on the next one.
all right, so you're gonna shut her down, huh? Steve, it was good seeing you again,
Of course, Unc.
and have
Or
a
should I
good one.
say,
Have
Unc
a safe
that?
trip down.
Actually, at least we didn't ride the bike. It was too cold for that.
Yeah.